Oh, it's hot. What's today, July 5th? July 5th. So we've pulled the keel out because we drilled all the holes in it. And we've actually flipped it over so it's upside down. And the point is we got to get the holes countersunk so that these nuts that are going to be on the end of these rods will be countersunk down into the lead. And the only way that I can think to do that is to use dowel rod so that I can then use a spade bit. And so, because like if you just use the bit like this, it's got this point on it, and that's all fine, except since these holes are already drilled, if I would just try to go in here like this, that bit's just going to be all over the place. So what I'm doing is I'm putting dowel rod in here, so I got 7/16 holes and 7/16 dowel rod, and then I'll have a way for that point of that drill bit to stick in there so that I can drill that out. And I need to go down, whatever that is, maybe ½ inch, just low enough so that the nuts will countersink in there. Now the other thing about that is that this is not the bit to use. I've already got one loaded on the drill here because I could see that, what did we put on here? 15/16, so it's almost an inch. That should be more than enough to let me drill down in there and get that countersunk. So I still need to saw off some dowel, and then we'll take a run at trying to do those. I had some little short pieces cut off about like this, and I tried to stick them in there, and they just fell all the way through. So I'm having to put these in here and just use the floor or the bottom of this cart. Okay. Ah, the best laid plans. All right, let's try one and see what happens. So I'm basically going to get that point centered right in the middle of that dowel rod. These are sharp. I already stuck my finger with it. Okay, that's that. Hard to tell where I'm at, how deep that is. That may be kind of hot. See, that's going to fit pretty good. I'm going to come down just a little bit more. We're just not quite there. That ought to be good. And then I'll just take, if that dowel rod won't come out of there, I think it will though, I could just take my 7/16 bit and just drill that back out of there if I had to. But I think that'll do it. I think that'll work. Do another one, let that cool off for a second. We'll take that little Japanese saw and see if we can get that nice smooth edge on there. I believe that's good. And once we do this, we use this cart to push this around and use the floor jack to kind of lift it up. And then we just use these these sticks, these were the sticks that we had going through the centerboard trunk that were making sure that we were lined up when we were underneath it. And we just used those to pull on this to turn it, and pretty good levers. It just turned right over. We didn't have any problem with it at all. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. We got the lead rolled back underneath the boat, and we got it lined up. We got the dowel rods coming through there through the bolt holes. We'll get some dolphinite in there, in between the oak and the lead, and see if we can get it bolted up. Thanks for watching. See you next time.